Shalom. Hello. So today I'm going to be reading a story called Chicken Man. And Chicken Man takes place in Israel. And I'm reading this story about someplace in Israel because Israel is getting ready to celebrate its 72nd birthday. We call it Yom Ha'atzmaut, or Israel Independence Day. And so this book is about a man named Rodi, and he lives on a kibbutz. And a kibbutz is just like your neighborhood where you live. It's where everyone works together to help everyone else out, and everyone has an important job that they need to do on the kibbutz. And we're going to learn about Rodi's adventures and the jobs that he does on the kibbutz. And I have different scenes on the TV behind me, so that you can enjoy kind of the different jobs that Rodi's going to be doing. So this is called Chicken Man by Michelle Edwards. There's a map of what the kibbutz looks like. Deep in Israel's Jezreel Valley, there once lived a man known to his mother as Rodi, and to all the rest of the kibbutz Canaan as Chicken Man. Now, you might wonder why Rodi would choose a name like Chicken Man. He didn't, but the summer he worked in the kibbutz chicken coop, the hens laid more eggs than ever before, and the roosters strutted and crowed as if they were the happiest in all of Israel. That's when the kibbutz started calling Rodi Chicken Man. Chicken Man liked the chicken coop. He liked chickens. He liked all the noisy clucking when he sang. He even liked the way Clara greeted him by landing on his head and hugging his kibbutz hat. So you can see Clara right on top of his head. Chicken Man thought he might like to work in the chicken coop forever, but in those days, everyone on a kibbutz had to take a turn at all the jobs. Some jobs were outside in the fields and orchards. Most everyone liked those jobs. Other jobs no one wanted to do, like baking cookies all day long in the big, hot kibbutz oven. That was Bracha's job when Rodi became Chicken Man, and she hated it. What's more, no one liked her cookies. So there's Bracha. And sometimes when you don't like the job you're doing, you don't do it very well. Bracha went to see Simon, the head of the work committee. "I want Chicken Man's job," she told him. "The chickens are always so happy and they are so easy to please." So when the new work list was posted, Bracha moved to the chicken coop and Chicken Man was sent to the laundry. It wasn't easy for Chicken Man to trade his chickens for a washing machine and an iron, but he did. "Goodbye, my dears. I'll visit often," he promised. And with one last pat for Clara, Chicken Man set off for the laundry. Now I'm in the laundry too. On his first morning, surrounded by bags and bags of dirty clothes, Chicken Man began to sing old songs, new songs, folk songs, songs of the pioneers. Every day, Chicken Man sang while he worked. The laundry was a quiet place, no clucking or crowing anywhere. But when Chicken Man sang, the noise of the chicken coop didn't seem so far away. The louder Chicken Man sang, the closer his chickens seemed. He looks very content and happy with his new job. Chicken Man sang so loudly that Dove could hear him in the dairy. As Dove milked the cows and mucked out the barn, he thought about how much he would like a job in a clean place like the laundry, where he could sing as loud as he liked without being kicked by a cow. Dove went to talk to Simon, and when the new work list was posted, Dove moved to the laundry. And Chicken Man So there's Dove milking his cows. Chicken Man, meet the new kibbutz gardener, Chicken Man told the chickens. The roosters crowed sadly, and the hens sat quietly. They missed Chicken Man, and he missed them. Clara pecked at her feathers. I'll bring you flowers from the garden, he promised her. There he is, saying goodbye to his chickens. In Chicken Man's first week as gardener, he weeded and mulched and trimmed. He even fixed the sprinkler system. And every night he brought Clara a bunch of bright red roses. Every morning from her window in the kitchen, Aviva watched Chicken Man watering the roses. While she washed the big pots and pans in steaming hot water, she could see Chicken Man climbing the big old lemon tree to trim the dead branches. Ah, to be high in a shady lemon tree, to cover roses with a cool, steady stream of water. No wonder Chicken Man was always singing. So there's Aviva working so hard in her kitchen. Aviva spoke to Simon, and when the new work list was posted, she became the kibbutz gardener. Chicken Man was sent to the Baal Hagan, the wildest children's house in the entire kibbutz. Let me show you. Here's my Baal Hagan. The roosters shook their sagging combs, and the hens pecked and poked at his boots when Chicken Man told them about his new job. They weren't the same happy brood. He was worried about them. I'll be back tomorrow, Rhodey promised. Oh my goodness. The next morning, Chicken Man walked to the Baal Hagan to cook breakfast. The children were wilder than ever. Gabi was dumping oatmeal in Eli's bed. Eli, Hannah, and Matan were making their chairs and tables into a wobbly tower. Mira and Shira were unrolling a roll of toilet paper to see whether it would really stretch all the way to Tel Aviv. Hey, look at this, said Chicken Man, juggling spoons. Pancakes, anyone? He asked, as he tossed a few eggs in the air. That morning, the children didn't throw a single pancake. They ate their breakfast and laughed while Chicken Man juggled oranges. Just then, Moshe passed by on his way to work in the orchard. He looked into the Baal Hagan and laughed. Apple trees were pretty, but trimming and pruning weren't much fun. He was just thinking about how much he would like to work in the Baal Hagan, when in ran Simon, huffing and puffing. There's trouble in the chicken coop. The hens have stopped laying eggs. No eggs for cakes, shouted Simon. No eggs for cookies. No eggs for the kibbutz to sell. He sounds very worried to me. What about you? Oy vavoy, said Chicken Man. That's the Hebrew way of saying, OMG, oh my goodness. He should have known it would come to this. Poor Clara. Get the work committee together, Chicken Man said. Simon called a meeting for that afternoon. The chickens need me, Chicken Man told the committee. And the kibbutz needs eggs, added Simon. Chicken Man is the only one who can make our hens happy again. We need him back in the chicken coop. The work committee agreed. No more job switching for Chicken Man. He could work in the chicken coop now and forever. Chicken Man hurried out of the meeting and went straight to the chicken coop. I think I'll go there too. Ah, there we are. Cock-a-doodle-doo, he sang to the roosters. I'm back, he sang to the hens. Chicken Man sang more of the songs they loved. The chickens began to cluck and crow. Clara flew to her special spot on top of his head, and the next morning every hen laid an extra egg. Chicken Man was home. And that is the end of my story. I bet you have jobs that you need to do at home, where some of the jobs you love to do and some not so much. But every job is important and we all have to do our part, just like Chicken Man showed us. I hope you enjoyed my story. In Hebrew we say, Lehitraot. That means, I'll see you later. And shalom.